but do not look for listing day gains as the portfolio stock. The long-term story is what they are betting on here. All right, well, let's put the focus back on the earnings action. A stable quarter coming in for an 8K miles. Profits saw jump about 15%. Revenue also up about 5%, coming in at 240 crore rupees. Suresh Venkatachari, the chairman and CEO at the company, is joining in now for some more perspective. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. Clearly a good quarter. Have the metrics that we've seen this time met your internal expectations?
Yes, actually it is meeting our expectations, and what we are doing is we are building the growth for the momentum. It will happen in the Q3 and Q4 for this year and continuing next year. We have invested in a blockchain platform and also making inroad into fintech vertical, apart from our strong growth happening in healthcare and life sciences. In addition to that, we are also geographical expansion we are doing. So we are doing both on a business as well as on a geographical expansion. And we would anticipate our growth momentum will pick it up from Q3 and Q4 of this year.
All right. So the focus then remains on the latter part of the financial year. Third and fourth quarter is when we should expect to see some sort of a spike come in. As far as margins go, you did see an expansion, a marginal expansion coming in, EBITDA margins coming in at 36.67% versus 36%. Are these levels sustainable, or what is the expectation as far as the margin goes?
I think we want to sustain this and probably achieve more towards as more and more recurring revenue building up over a period of a time, our margins will enhance. Our investment in the blockchain as well as in the healthcare on the AI platform will also help us to gain a better margin business rather than a low-end business. So we anticipate we would be able to maintain the momentum in the EBITDA margin also.
All right. In fact, I wanted to ask you about the blockchain platform. What is the outlook that you have? Which sectors do you really see major demand coming in from for this?
So we are leveraging right now on our healthcare and life sciences customer where we see a great opportunity for building a patient-centric medical record on the blockchain platform. And also we interconnecting with our pharma customers between their supply chain and also through their internal team to connect on a blockchain to deliver information securely for the drug discovery and other processes. So we already secured a customer and also trying to do a couple of pilot customers right now. So we would expect that growth will bring in momentum, because blockchain is not only cryptocurrency, it is also about a high-end security where it can able to build good smart contracts where people can able to transact on a utility transactions.
All right. So if we talk about contribution then from the blockchain platform alone, by when can we see the contribution? What kind of contribution can we see?
So probably in the next 12 to 18 months, we would have a separate line item also in the blockchain coming in significantly. But we would expect that blockchain has a huge potential between 3 to 5 years growth where we can able to very strong, highly accelerated growth and also provide ability for us to make a revenue per customer per transaction kind of a business.
All right. And clearly healthcare is a major focus area for the company. What are the updates as far as new offerings go? You spoke to us about the blockchain platform. Anything else that you can share with us?
Yeah, apart from healthcare, we made a couple of good fintech customers this quarter. So we would expect to add additional customers, and also we see a great opportunity there to leverage our Cloud Easy platform and our bots and also build analytics. So we would see fintech will be a good contribution over the next quarter, next couple of quarters. Also, we see a good opportunity in fintech.
All right. So fintech clearly the focus going ahead from here. Talk to us about the client additions. What have they been like in the first quarter? What is the expectation as well going ahead from here?
So we added additional $1 more million customer to this kitty to our momentum. Actually, today we have close to 31 customers who are generating more than $1 million, and about more than 12 customers generating $2 million in excess. So we are seeing a good growth in the enterprise segment. Currently, we were selected in a couple of large European customers as well. So we would expect to grow those accounts in a very significant fashion. And also, we are planning to expand our operations in Singapore very soon. And so with Singapore being a regional headquarters would help us to penetrate on the Asia-Pac market, including Japan and Hong Kong.
All right, fair enough. In fact, if we talk about the geographical trends, then in the first quarter of the new fiscal, what has been the sort of traction you've seen if we talk about the European market or any other markets?
So we have secured multiple contracts in the Europe market. So, and also we started generating a first $1 million revenue in the Europe also. So we are seeing a very attraction happening, and there is a lot of inquiries, and our sales team we set up our London operation also, and we have sales people in the Switzerland, Basel, where pharma headquarters is placed. So we are seeing a lot of traction in the European market for our services, whatever we deliver already to our large big customers in the Europe through US operation. Now we are expanding in the regional, and also we are trying to get into more number of hospitals in the healthcare in the European market.
All right, you mentioned Singapore as a new market that you're looking at geographically. Any other new markets that you would be considering either, in the near term, if you talk about the remaining part of the fiscal year, or looking ahead slightly longer term as well?
We look at Singapore as a base to expand into service into the entire regional market, including like Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, and also like a Hong Kong, Japan markets, where cloud is in a very, very early stage, and we have a huge opportunity. Apart from Singapore, the Malaysia and other hospitals in like Thailand, other things, they have a huge opportunity for a medical tourism and other things. So they wanted to project as a medical tourism. So they need to automate their electronic medical records and also build high quality analytics so that they can able to service their customers well. So we see a great opportunity in that market.
All right, take us through then what kind of guidance you're putting out if we talk about the remaining part of the fiscal. I believe 45% is where you see margins jumping. We've already seen an improvement and we're already at elevated levels. Where do you see margins? Where do you see the top line coming in?
So the top line will continue to come from our strongly from our healthcare and life sciences, and also in addition to the new inroads in the domain sector of the fintech, and also in the technology wise with like our blockchain. We are investing in our AI-based bots, so which will help us to save better margins. Instead of deploying people more, we will deploying bots to deliver a lot of development work. So that will help us to scale in terms of the profitability. So we would expect to grow, probably better guidance giving in the Q3 and Q4, where we expect a strong momentum will be happening.
All right, and just a final word before we let you go, Mr. Venkatachari. Inorganic growth, which are the areas that you are looking at? Will it remain healthcare as a focus? Any specialized areas that you can share with us?
So currently our inorganic plan is focused on more on a healthcare right now, because we are already getting into a very nice attractive market, and we want to capitalize that to be a leadership position. We are one of the top 3 partners for one of the large public cloud company in the healthcare life science, and we want to leverage that go into more number of hospitals and also more number of pharma life science customer, where we could able to offer complete cloud transformation, artificial intelligence based analytics, and also secure blockchain platform. So where we could able to sell all our services what we have built in, so that we can able to have a maximize revenue and also margin with these customers.
All right, fair enough. We leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining in. That's Suresh Venkatachari, the chairman and CEO at 8K Mile Software. A stable set of numbers coming in for the first quarter. Expect the third and fourth quarters to really be where we see growth driven for the company. That's the management taking us through the fine print of the quarter gone by. But with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Trending Today. Thank you so much for watching.